So for the first question, it's asking to find the standard deviation using limit theorem for sums. So basically, it was basically almost like the limit theorem for means, but basically all you do is just get the standard deviation and divide it with square root with sample size. So here I did 25 divided by 75 square root, and then I got 2.86, and then rounded to 2.89. And for number 2, it was asking to find the mean more than 25.4. So I did the z score. I did plug in all the numbers, and then so I got negative 0.76 rounded, and then I went to the chart, and then looked for my answer, and then just and I got 0.776 if I look into the chart. For number 3, gotta find the z score and the number of people. So I found all my variables. The mean was 5 million, standard deviation for 450,000, and then the number size was 25, and the 0.125 for the percentage, and I did some calculations on the calculator, and I got negative 1.15. So here again, I did same thing like we did here. So 450,000 divided by 25 square root, I got 90,000. And then you multiply negative 1.15 times 90,000. And I got negative 103,500. And you subtract 5 million minus this, and I got 4,889,6,500. So that is the x value, and this is the z score. So 4,896,500 is the cutoff that separates the 12.5% samples from the highest 87.5% for those who have bachelor's degrees or higher. And then for number 4, find the test statistic and p-value. So first of all, I remember that we had to so add all these up and then divide by 7, since 7 is the sample size. So I remember doing this by hand. So I got all of these. So 334.57, 339.57, and 307.43. And then we go, and I remember you add up all of your sample sizes. So I got 21, and I believe I was going to add all those housing prices all over again and then divide all of them by 21, but that was going to take a lot of work. So I did figure out how to do it on the calculator. So I found that the t distributions and the p-values with the stats and with the stat and edit and all that. So basically my final answer is T. The T statistic is 10.9 and my p-value is 6.45. And for number 5, was to find degrees of freedom and the critical values. So degrees of freedom was 19 because our sample size was 20. So 20 minus 1 is 19. and our critical values is 1.729. Again, I did do that in the calculator as well. And then for number 6, again, find the degrees of freedom, 22. Sig level is 0.01. And it gave me, and we were given the t-statistic was 1.86, and critical value is 2.508. So null is equal to 2.508, and then here the hypothesis, alternative hypothesis is mean is less than 2.508, since our t-statistic is 1.86. So since our t-statistic is lower than a critical value, we reject the null. Since the t-statistic is lower than the critical value, we reject the null. And here we find the student's t-distribution. So we get sample size 38, degrees of freedom is 37, and standard deviation is 6, and 0.95 for the confidence interval, mean is 53. So here basically, since find the degrees of freedom, 37, look at the chart. So 37, and go for, since we don't have a t-distribution, we assume 0.05. So just find those, and on the chart I get 1.687.